Welcome back to Point of View, the show here on the 10th Isle where we go through what games we're playing, what movies we've watched, what books we maybe got into, and all the other stuff. And we have a discussion, hopefully, down in those comments for what you're getting into and any other topics that come up. So let's go ahead and get right on in. Games, man, I've been playing some games. And by some games, I mean one game. We've been playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online. My goodness, I picked it up last week or the week before. Not really sure. For about $10, which is just perfect for me. And I've put about, I don't know, 10 plus hours into it this week, which is pretty good for me. Mainly doing it on some streams. You should click that link in the description. Go ahead and check out the Twitch channel. That's where we've been putting all the streams. And outside of that, we've been playing a little bit of Pokemon Go. Not that much. Just a little bit. I did finally evolve Magikarp into a Gyarados, so that is Self 5, because that took forever. Thanks, Niantic. And while we're thanking Niantic, they released their Harry Potter game, Wizards Unite. And over the last 2 days, I have been playing that a lot. Man, if a game ever made you want to pay money for it that was free, that'd be the one. It's a pretty cool game. You use your finger to defeat these... I can't remember if they're confounders, something like that. To defeat these things. It's very much like Pokemon Go, but it's like they took the best parts of Pokemon Go and then put that together and fixed it all after they first took it apart, took all the crap out that you didn't want. There is definitely a big emphasis on potentially paying money for stuff, more so than it was for Pokemon Go, which is a little bit weird, but you know, whatever. Niantic, you do you. Make your money. So far, I'm like level 5 in that, and it's interesting enough. I think it's fun and about as addictive as Pokemon Go was back in 2016 when I first played it. I'm sure it'll fade, but I don't know, because I like Harry Potter quite a bit, and the customization, you can customize your picture, you can put in your wand, bunch of other stuff. It's pretty awesome. If you're into Harry Potter, we'll put a link down below. I believe it's on Android and Apple and all that stuff. It's everywhere. It's on the phones. It's a mobile game. So what are you gonna do? So anything else for games? I don't think so. I don't think I've really taken the dive back into much else lately. I've been wanting to get back into some stuff, and maybe we will. Outside of the Overwatch that we do on Fridays, that's like the other thing. Maybe I should be diversifying. We talked about this in the first episode of Point of View, where this Xbox Game Pass is just kind of blowing my mind. And I believe you can still get in for $1 for like a month or a week. I'm not sure what the thing is. We'll put a link to that in the description as well. I think I'm going to have to do that. I just had this thought as I was driving home from work, where I was kind of wrestling with the idea. I'm not really into a whole lot of games, which is crazy, because I normally am. So I think I might buy into that just to see what it's like. And the last thing here for games, the Steam sale is next week. I believe it starts on the 25th. Oh boy. Something like that. It starts next week at some point. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to buy probably 2 games. And I don't know what else we're doing. What games are you looking forward to pick up in that Steam sale? Also, what games have you been playing? Let us know in the comments down below. I'm really curious to know what you've been playing and what you're looking forward to maybe within the next couple of weeks. It's going to be an awesome year for games, I'm pretty sure. I just got to get my brain out of playing only a couple games, and that's it. So that's it for games. Let's go ahead and hit it right to movies, because I have to. I have to. It's a couple movies we got to talk about. I recently watched the documentary on, I believe it was on HBO, called We Are Columbine. And man, what a powerful documentary. I thought it was really neat how they told survivor stories and from a bunch of different angles. And they didn't show really any of the horror footage, because some of the documentaries that I've seen regarding Columbine have all kind of leaned into that. It's like, it just felt a little, you know, I've seen Bowling for Columbine, and there's another one, but I can't place it. I can't place it. Maybe it wasn't as well produced. It definitely wasn't as well produced as this one. I believe this one, correct me if I'm wrong down in those comments, I believe this one was actually filmed, directed by one of the survivors. So really cool. It was really cool. I liked it a lot. It's tough for me to watch those sometimes, but I have to like get my brain through that, because I lived during the start of that era where we're dealing with these, you know, horrific events and stuff, and I just don't understand why they happened. But I feel like every once in a while we have to like remember this stuff so that hopefully it doesn't continue to happen. So that was a really good documentary. Highly recommend it. I believe it was on HBO. My brain is kind of escaping me right at the moment when I even watched that and where I watched it. I'm not sure, but it was really good. So I do highly recommend that one. And then I watched a movie with my wife. This is very rare. We tend to watch a lot of TV shows, which this week, TV shows section is going to be really interesting. We'll do that one right after this here. But I watched A Star Is Born, starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, and it was actually not bad. It was a pretty okay movie. Those 2 stars, like, I don't know. I don't tend to like a lot of Bradley Cooper stuff, and I'm not a huge Lady Gaga fan. But this story, if you take apart the fact that it actually goes a little too fast for me, they kind of spent a lot of time on the beginning parts of their relationship throughout, and didn't really expound upon all the stuff that I wanted to know. You know, once they hooked you with the story, you know, across this 2-hour drama, they didn't really do a great job of wrapping it all up, and it actually super bummed me out. Spoiler, it is a bummer movie. I won't spoil what happens. You could probably figure it out just by really watching maybe 20 or 30 minutes of it. You can kind of see where it's going to go, but it was a real bummer of a movie for sure. My wife and I, we started to watch Vox Lux. We got about, it couldn't have been 5 or 7 minutes in. And this is a movie about a star that kind of becomes a star on like tragic circumstances. That's how they describe it. Literally a 1-line description, and I was like, that can't be description, and it definitely was. We made it about 5 or 7 minutes in and had to turn it off because, spoiler, it starts very slow, and the genesis of how she becomes, I guess, known or something is a school shooting. And it was so, like, typical, just, it bothered me so much, and it bothered my wife so much that I just turned it right off. I turned it right. I'm getting heated even now. I think I might go back and watch it, but honestly, I don't think that's going to be a movie for her. Probably. I've watched a couple of those in the past, and I actually haven't really enjoyed them. So that one I hit hard no on. So I don't recommend that one at your own risk for that one for sure. So that's gonna do it for movies, TV. What can I say? My son started watching Pokemon. I believe it's like the newer Pokemon from maybe like a couple years ago. Pretty interesting stuff there. Solid. And for whatever reason, he loves to watch Mythbusters with us. It's incredible. Kid is amazing. That's really it for TV. We're not caught up on Handmaid's Tale. I know I need to get caught up. I always want to like stack a couple episodes and then burn right through those, get that good binge going. But that's really all for TV. I haven't been watching much TV at all. It's pretty great to kind of zone out on that stuff. Books. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. I have not been reading at all either. I need to continue A Door from Heaven, or One Door from Heaven. I need to continue. I'm even forgetting the name of the book that I've been reading forever. I need to continue that book. I just have not been reading very much. What have you guys been reading? What have you been watching on TV or movies? See anything cool lately? I'm really curious because I want to stack all these together because it feels like they can all go together sometimes. What have you been indulging in with books, movies, TV? I feel like those kind of all share the same block of time for me sometimes. So yeah, I need to be reading more so I can actually get into other books soon. Oh my goodness. Other books would be great. And the final thing I want to get into this week here, my point of view, is music. I've been listening to a lot of chill music, a lot of chill stuff, some real nice stuff up until today, and then I was diving into Memoriam and House of Hatchets. House of Hatchets, their album Reach, it was okay. I kind of, once it was done, I didn't realize it was done. I was so focused when I was listening to it. And Memoriam, their album Requiem for Mankind, I would have never remembered that title, was pretty okay as well. Cool intro song, and again, I was really busy, so not super memorable, but I've been listening to a lot of chill music, and that's where we've been living with that. Trying to, and some older stuff, because I bought a new car not that long ago and have Sirius XM in the car, and only end up listening to one station and have to change it because I don't care for radio. Don't like radio. But other than that, some Elder Scrolls Online music has been just loading in my brain too. So that's really it for music, movies, books, and games this week. What other topics would you like me to talk about? You'd like me to get into some gaming news stories? We could talk about some stuff like that if you want. Or anything else here. Please definitely hit up those comments down below with all of the questions that I've asked. Any feedback or tips, tricks, anything you want to talk about, hit them up down below in those comments. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this point of view. I really do enjoy doing these type of videos where I just get stuff off my mind, off my chest, and I hope to have great discussions with you guys. So once again, thanks for watching. I hope you come on back here to the 10th Isle on another point of view.